All right, let me see if I can't get this thing going. All right, man. I kind of want to chill for a little bit. Maybe let one or two people in or whatever, but I'm not gonna wait that long. Let me. What's good, Carolina Panthers fan? I'm about to go ahead and get this thing started. All right. Okay. So in this review, man, I might hurt a couple people's feelings. And at this point, I don't even care or whatever, because a lot of that shit that goes on with this, sim community is funny as hell anyway. So the whole reason I brought people here is because I wanted to do a review on this game, and I wanted to do a detailed review on this game. But as I played this game through franchise mode, I played this game day after day after day, played this game for hours. There's no way I could go back and just break down a lot of the stuff that I was saying when I was playing. What's good, Thomas? There's no way I can go back and I can sit there and break down everything that I've done through that franchise. So if you want to see, a lot of the frustrations and the issues that I was having, go back and look at those franchise that I've played in Madden 18, and you can clearly see there's no, I'm not holding back. There's no, profanity, everything. I'm not holding anything back when it comes to this game. So go back and look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here and talk about what I've experienced with this game. So first off, I'm going to say this. And when I was watching, oh, and I got to say this first. King Havo, getting y'all doing a good thing, man, because when it comes to community, y'all show is like the definition of community, because you got a conglomerate of like-minded people that come together and they talk things out, they talk ideas, we talk questions, we what I mean, like they talk all types of things according to sim football. And this, we are sim football community. There are other communities, but I appreciate what they do. They have people come on the show and they just kind of express their feelings or whatever. Thomas was on the show yesterday, man. He did his thing. I do want to reiterate one thing that he said. The way I want to start off this little short podcast, Madden is not going to change for simulation gamers. Let's just get this shit straight. They got a certain pitch and they got a certain lane that they want to stay in, and they're going to stay in that lane as long as they're getting the money to do so. So let's just get that shit out the way. Now, when it comes to Madden, a lot of people just accept it for what it is. But, there are some people who just have, a feeble state of mind, or, some people just have a very big imagination. I mean? Whatever the reason you have for playing Madden football, you have your reasons and whatever. I'm not trying to take that shit away from you, but I will try to sway your opinion a little bit. And if I can't, then, oh well. So, Madden as a whole, Madden 18 as a whole. We all know the game has the NFL license. It's the only modernized AAA football title out there right now, and EA and Madden has some of the best marketing, the best, top top notch, best of the best. We're talking about Kevin Hart, that type of shit. You know what I mean? They paying motherfuckers to make this game shine before the game even comes out. The marketing is so great that Madden don't even gotta drop fucking demos no more. You don't have to play this game. I mean? You got the EA access shit, but on the real, like, they not gonna drop no fucking demo no more. For what? You gonna buy it, right? You gonna buy that shit, right? And then you gonna pay money for MUT, right? They ain't gotta worry about that shit. So let's talk about something else. So they got the marketing down pat. Let's talk about the ratings. Madden ratings. Talk about stuff like IGN. Talk about stuff like GameSpot. IGN, they made a rating, or they made a video talking about Madden football. Dude name is Dustin Thomas. I got a lot of stuff written down here. Dude named Dustin Thomas gave the rating. I'm talking about this is like a couple days after the game came out. Madden football got to be. You can go on YouTube right now. Madden football has a rating of 8.6. Game ain't even been out for like a couple days, but there's a video of IGN talking about Madden and how it's changed over the years, and it's an 8.6 and how it's been changing for the good. There's no possible way that you can fucking know how Madden plays in a couple days. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? You can't experience that shit. Yes, you can play a couple games and realize that it's fucked up, but you cannot fucking rate this game in a couple days. But these guys like IGN, GameSpot, they do it. Go look at the date. They don't even waste no fucking time. They rate these games and they give them high ass ratings. So EA already got these guys in their pocket. You know what I mean? They got the marketing, they got Kevin Hart, all those type of dudes. They got the players in their pocket, and then they got these motherfuckers like IGN and Metacritic and all that shit, and they got in their pocket. So Metacritic also gave them a score of 82. GameSpot gave them a score of 9 out of 10. IGN 8.6. But what's fucking funny is, Rex likes to throw numbers around or whatever. And this is not going to be a video to bash Rex, because I really could care less about what the fuck is going on. He's just doing business as far as I'm concerned. This dude, says Metacritic. Go check the ratings on Metacritic. But when you look at the user score, that motherfucker says 3.9. The rest of them, when you look at the Metacritic scores on the side of the critics, when you see like IGN and X Gamers and all that stuff under there, man, that's motherfuckers who paid to do that shit, man. So EA got the marketing, and then they got the ratings right behind it. They got these motherfuckers in their pocket now. You know what I'm saying? So before the game even drops, or a couple days after, they already got the mindset of the masses. Damn, this game got a 9. This game got an 8.6. Metacritic, 8.2. What up, Havo? They got all these good ratings and stuff like that. It must be great. Because the average, Madden consumer is gonna buy this game. So let's leave it there. I told you, marketing, and then the ratings, and then on top of that, you got the YouTubers. You got these guys like Sports Gaming Online, and this is not even knocking their channel, but they do the same exact thing. But they have a job to do. They're critics. You'll see that, the game of Madden will release on, let's say, it's like Madden 20 something, let's say Madden 20, I say Madden, let's say August 21st. These guys will release a review a couple days later. Once again, you cannot fucking do that shit in a couple days or whatever. But the YouTube sports gamers do the same shit. They'll come and they'll drop these sports gaming online. Gave it a score of 9 out of 10. Chill out. I've played this game. There's no fucking way in hell that this game is a 9 out of 10. Any game that I've played that's a 9 out of 10, if I felt like it's a 9 out of 10, that's a spectacular game. That is a spectacular game. And you tell me that Madden 18 is 9 out of 10? Fuck out of here. The YouTubers are also in EA's pocket. And what's really fucked up is EA is not even paying half these motherfuckers to say this shit. They doing it for the numbers. They're doing it for the views. They're doing it for the likes. So EA know what they're doing. They got the marketing, like I said. They got IGN, GameSpot, all these stuff in their pocket. And they got these YouTubers who are out here trying to get these views, who are playing MUT and all that type of shit. They got them in their pocket. So let's continue. So we got the YouTubers. We got, we got the masses who don't give a damn. So already EA's winning. Let's get to the game modes this year. And this is why I purchased the game. And I shouldn't have did this shit, man, because I know better. I bought the game this year because they promised these game modes. Arcade, simulation, and competitive. Arcade, competitive, and simulation. Don't know why, but something was just like, yo, try it. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't bought the last 2 Maddens. They're putting in a mode of simulation this year. Try it out. It might not be that bad. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll do that. Once again, I was swindled. You know what I'm saying? And it's my own stupid ass fault. It's my own stupid fault for buying this game thinking that this simulation mode was about to be separate from the arcade and the competitive, because as far as I'm concerned, every mode is arcade. It's just tweaked in little ways to make it be quote unquote sim or quote unquote competitive. The arcade leaks and it spills into all these modes, so you got all this fucked up gameplay in all these modes. It don't matter what the hell you do. But this is just my opinion. So we got the bullshit modes or whatever. So because they had to capture us, the sim gamers were the ones the last people standing when it came to Madden in the sales. So I guarantee you that sim mode got a lot of people. So now I'm gonna go into the connected franchise. I'm an old school. You could say I'm an old school football gamer. I played Madden, played what is it? Game Breaker, Game Day, played fucking NFL Blitz, the arcade games. I played NFL quarterback. I played them all. Franchise mode was my shit. You know what I mean? I bought a game. I bought a football game. I would play franchise mode. I was one of those guys who would create. I played football in high school, so I would create my whole football team. We would be in this franchise mode. I love that shit, man. Madden 18's franchise mode. When I say that shit is bland, I'm talking about like it shit tastes like, white rice with no fucking salt, no pepper, no butter, no nothing like that. This shit is so fucking bland. One thing, the scouting in the game. When it comes to scouting college players, there's nothing spectacular about it. I spend points, and then it tells me, oh, this is a first round pick. Oh, this is worth a second round pick. There's nothing about it. I don't care about height. I don't care about weight. I don't care about, what defensive schemes they played in college. I don't care about none of that shit. When I played NCAA football, 13, 14, whatever, yo, I was almost ready to play or ready to do more scouting than play the game. Because you can sit there, you can interact with the students, you can call them up, and you could be like, yo, our school is very prestigious, and our school is, we're winning all the time, and you could throw your pitches, and regardless of depending on what your pitches were and how good you were at them, you can grab these, 3-star, 4-star, sometimes 5-star students, you know what I mean? So that's what it means to be immersed into scouting. But Madden 18 scouting, that shit is just it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know what I mean? The contracts are fucking ridiculous. And all the shit that I'm telling you, you can go. What up, Moody? Um, he's stupid. Um, all the shit that I'm telling you, you can go check on my channel. I ran this shit through the franchise. Contracts don't make no type of fucking sense in Madden 18. You can sit there every time it comes to re-signing your fucking players. Guess what these dudes are doing? We got fucking kickers that are rated fucking overall 71, 70, 69 and shit, asking for like $3 million and shit. Man, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I got dudes like Julius Peppers. He's on the squad now too, 37 years old. He wants to sign for my team for 3 more motherfucking years for some crazy ass $9 million contract or some shit. But stop playing. Like, where the fuck does this contract logic come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, were motherfuckers, when they was coding and shit, did they give a fuck at all? Like, this shit don't make no sense to me. So obviously I'm declining all these contracts because I'm like, no, that's stupid. I'm not paying you that. You too old. You're asking for too much money. That's stupid. Contract logic is fucked up in the game. Training is another thing that's fucked up. I don't even never do the fucking training, but I remember back in the old Maddens when I did training, you either got the bronze, and if you got the bronze, then they ask you, do you want to go to silver? If you got silver, they ask you, do you want to go to gold? And depending on what medal you got in the training camp, you would get more attribute points. And this motherfucker, you could get bronze, silver, fucking wood. It don't matter what you got. They gonna give you a random amount of fucking training points, and it don't make sense. Motherfucker, one time I just stood there for all the plays, and then after the play, I still got fucking attribute points for just standing there in the training mode. What is the fucking point? What's the point of that shit? Trade logic. Oh my God. I sat there in the offseason, traded to the Buccaneers, traded Jonathan Stewart with a third or fourth round pick, and I got this rookie, overall 82, 23 years old. Why would you trade him to me? Obviously, a rookie that's that hot, that could be a next, upcoming star. Why would you trade that to me? Trade logic is shot. All season. Man, get the fuck out of here with this shit. All season, Drew Brees gets let go by the Saints. When the fuck would they ever do that? Then he goes to Tampa Bay when they already got Jameis Winston. Are you fucking for real? I honestly don't even have to go any further than that in the offseason. But I'm telling you, every offseason you play, and I've only played one, but any offseason you play, you're going to see some weird shit in that motherfucker. You're going to see these teams letting go of these star players, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Cam Newton, why is he on the free agency? They don't give up because Madden don't give a fuck. And he'll fucking fuck around and end up on the fucking the Patriots or some shit, and they'll put Tom Brady on the bench. Like, get the fuck out of here. Injuries. Now, injuries is up in the air. I've heard different things from different people. Some people say that the injuries are just out of control and they're getting a crazy amount of injuries. When I played the season, I honestly didn't get a lot of injuries like that. But after my preseason, when I simulated through that, I had like 15 people injured through simulating, not through playing the game. But I was like, damn, like, motherfuckers are weak as hell, man. Hey, man, I know how Smitty feels. He's stupid. Um, but yeah, that's connected franchise mode. Gameplay. Gameplay. I'm gonna tell you this, man, because I'm gonna tell you what I see on the field. Gameplay, you can honestly go to Moody's channel and you can see, because he talk about every fucking thing if you want to get in the fucking gameplay. But I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I see in this bitch. Offensive line, OP as fuck. No, I'm gonna try to fucking break this shit down. Offensive line holds blocks entirely too fucking long. Too long. You can, like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. Everything that I'm saying here, you can check out on my video, my franchise shit. Holds blocks for too fucking long. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9 seconds, like dumb shit. You know what I mean? Offensive line logic. You got fucking guys that you'll have 3 men rushing. You'll have the center and the 2 guards triple team one guy while you got another guy over here, your tackle, on a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So you got a triple team and you got a one-on-one. Like it don't make no fucking sense. Like the offensive line just don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know how to pass people off. Like they just fucking whoever the fuck is the closest guy, they all fucking run into him and that's it. And half the time when you look at the fucking replay, half the time they not even blocking. They just stuck in between motherfuckers like this and shit, fucking hugging each other and shit. Yo, like I'm telling you, it looks sloppy as fuck. O-line letting blocks go. They still do that. They still do that shit, man. You'll play the game. Damn, I got sacked fast as hell. Go look at the replay. Guess what happened? Motherfucker just slid to the side. Let a motherfucker slide right by you. They still let fucking blocks go. Lead blocking. Oh, bruh. Let a guard pull. Let a guard pull on a fucking anything, a stretch play, a fucking toss, anything. You'll be like, okay, I'm running. I got a lead blocker in front of me. Guess what fucking happen when that defender come? Zoop, that motherfucker turn right and go the opposite way. You get fucked up in the backfield. You probably fumble the ball too. It's some bullshit. Enough with the offensive line. Running back jukes. Running back jukes are fucking bullshit. They're OP as fuck because 9 times out of 10, you going to juke the first person that you run into. 9 times out of 10, you going to juke that motherfucker. And this is what's really crazy. They've added jukes to the game that are so fucking unrealistic that you can't even predict them. There's this one juke where you stop and you step and then you spin like you never ever see a fucking a running back do that in real life. This is the real fucking problem with the jukes. Jukes are already OP. Jukes have this area of effect, this AoE. So if I juke you, anybody who's in the vicinity of the juke is getting juked. The juke doesn't have to make sense. It can be a juke, it can be a spin, it can be a stutter step, anything. If you're in the vicinity of my juke, if that makes sense, if you're in the vicinity, you will be juked. That shit is fucking retarded. I'm fucking tired of moody ass talking that dumb shit. It also takes control away from the defender. So if I'm a defender and I'm coming at you in a certain angle and I know what type of angle I want to come at you, if you juke me, regardless of if I know where your juke is going, left or right, once that animation kicks in, you lose control of your defender and you're juked. You have no control of what the fuck you they take the game of Madden takes complete control of you if somebody jukes you. So it just comes it's a dice roll. It all comes up to animations. It ain't got nothing to do with fucking skill. It's just dumb as fuck. Quarterbacks can steal regardless of what they say, and it has been toned down a little bit, but regardless of what they say, quarterbacks can still run across the field, run to the right, throw across their chest all the way to the other side of the fucking field. I'm talking about throwing bullets. I ain't talking about no fucking stopping and lobbing. I'm talking about running, throwing a fucking bullet, motherfucker catch that shit in his chest and fall the fuck back. Telling you, they doing the same fucking shit. QBs, what else? QB sneak. We ain't even going. That shit's fucked up. Every time they hike the ball, the QB just fall forward like ugh. And it's not even a dive. It's just a fucking like. Every time they hike the ball, it's like somebody just shoot them in the chest and they just ugh. They just fall forward. You know what I mean? It's not a fucking QB sneak. It's QB fucking collapse. That's what the fuck that shit is. Uh, Let me see. QB. Oh, there's times where QBs can throw the ball even though they're hit. I'm talking about like hit to the point where they can't even see downfield. The defender will be bringing them to the ground, but somehow the ball will just shoot out their hand and accurately hit the fucking receiver. It still does that shit. That's like some NFL blitz shit. You got wide receivers and these diving catches. This is one thing I experienced during the game. These fucking wide receivers will make these crazy ass diving catches and they catch them like 99% of the time. And I'm like, you know what? I remember playing like Madden 2002, 2003, and they used to do diving catches on there too, but they weren't catching them like that all the time. But, you know, the Madden 18 make sure that shit happen because, you know, you got to please the fucking competitive gamers. You know that shit, right? Wide receivers, if you look at the replay before the, you know, well, when the ball is snapped, every time for some reason the receivers have to take these little short, quick, choppy steps before they get into the route. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but they don't just fucking blast off the line. They have to take these short couple steps before they can even get into the route. By that time, fucking your offensive line did some shit like this and moved to the side and fucking got your ass. You know what I mean? Uh, what the fuck else? Oh, wide receivers warping into animations. They still do that shit. If your wide receiver and DB is not in position to catch this fucking lob pass, best believe these motherfuckers will warp into position to make this fucking animation happen. They still do that shit, man. Oh, bro, I got a lot of them. I got a fucking lot of them. Tackling. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to keep tackling brief because that shit's fucked up. Tackling is fucked up. You got first of all, they can't tackle. This shit is fucking weird. When motherfuckers be running and their arms is out and they trying to run and tackle you, who the fuck is running like that? Who the fuck is running with their arms out like they about like everybody want to give each other a hug and shit? Like that shit is weird, bro. They got motherfuckers running with their arms out. When they do tackle, when they do collide, instead of tackling, they just collapse on each other. It's not even really tackling. Like, it's just everybody hits each other on some destruction derby type shit. And whoever fucking gets hit the work, I guess he just fucking collapses and some shit. Icon tackling. Now, this, I don't, icon tackling is when the offender and the defender, they make contact, and if there's an icon that'll pop above the player's head. If you press the icon, then either the offender will break out of the tackle or the defender will make the tackle. So if I'm a running back, and I got the momentum. I'm pushing you forward, and this icon pops above my head. And then I press the X button. I can stop all momentum and push you back the other way. That shit just don't, and it just happens immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care for that mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like I get what they were trying to do with that shit, but it's some fucking bullshit because you can't just press a button and just all of a sudden just stop momentum. You know what I'm saying? Rise up tackling. This shit is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm running. I'm running with Cam Newton. The defender's running to get me. I break out of the tackle with Cam Newton. As the defenders fall into the ground, he rises back up and makes the tackle. How the fuck can you do that? I can't even explain that shit, man. That's just fucking crazy. Players floating. Whenever you got players running, and it's inconsistent. Sometimes players will stumble on players, but then sometimes players will literally float over players and make the tackle. How? None of your feet are touching the ground. Your feet aren't touching the ground, but you just floated over me? The fuck out of here. Players dying. Players die. All you looking to get. I don't give a fuck what play it is. I don't give a fuck if the play turned out good. Go look at any instant replay. You gonna see players dying all over the place when they just collide. It's just so the animations, and I don't know if it's like Frostbite or Infinity. I know it's a bunch of fucking Infinity Frostbite code and garbage all put together, but the players are just dying and collapsing all over the place, especially in quote unquote game tackles where five or six players will fucking run into one dude and they all just blow up like somebody dropped a bomb on their ass and they just blew the fuck up and shit. Players dying. AI logic. Oh my god. This is another one that I could sit here and talk about all fucking day. I played a game against Detroit. They were winning. They were up by 3. They were in the red zone. I was like, oh, this game's over. There was like 25 seconds left. Bruh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, how about I'm still fucking ranting. This game, I wrote down a bunch of shit, bruh. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. I was going against Detroit. They was up by 3. Fucking, like I said, in the red zone. They decided to throw the ball, and I intercept the ball. So now I have a chance to actually go back and score. What the fuck? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fucking Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl against fucking the Patriots wouldn't even do no shit like that. Well, yes, the fuck they would. But this is like, what I'm talking about, when they were on like the 3 yard line, when they could have literally, like, a field goal would have been a chip shot. You know what I mean? But this they threw the ball. I intercepted the shit, man. It's you know, it is. I guess it is nitpicking. Whatever. Um, so also Cam scramble. I'm running. I'm scrambling with the ball. Guys, defenders that are in their zone cover 2. They see me scrambling. I'm the only dude on that side of the field, but the guy just wants to sit in his zone. He doesn't want to move from his zone until I pass the line of scrimmage. He sees that I'm clearly committing. There's nobody else there that can stop me. But these guys, the defenders don't, for some reason, these guys just like to sit in their zone in this game. Like, and they can't think further than that. I don't understand that, man. Like, the zone is just so important. Even if a QB is scrambling or what the fuck ever, like, it doesn't make sense. There's a time where I caught an interception one time, fell on the ground. Nobody came to tag me. One guy actually came running up, ran past me, and he didn't turn around until I got up and then ran the pick 6. Fuck out of here with the AI logic shit, man. Pursuit angles. Oh my god, they are so shit. I don't give a fuck. All this shit I'm talking about, you can go in the replay. Pursuit angles are fucked up. You can run toss, sweep plays, anything. Watch how the defenders run at you. They will run behind you instead of trying to catch you at an angle. Instead of trying to catch you at an angle, they will run behind you and then chase you. What the fuck is that, man? And they've been doing that shit for Madden for years, but in 18, it's real fucked up. Zone coverages. If you play the game of Madden, Zone coverages is fucked up, man. They don't know how to pass off zones, man. They like I said, they like to sit in their zones and they can't think past that. Like it's like, okay, I must sit in my zone for this game, and then you got all these gaps that are fucking wide the fuck open in this game, man. So it's hard as fuck to stop the computer because Drew Brees actually threw for 100% on me in one game because my zones were so fucked up. But hey man, quarterbacks do that shit all the time, man. They go for like 25 for 25. You know what I mean? Um, uh, Players falling dead after they run into other people. So if I'm Cam and I'm thinking about scrambling and I actually brush up against my offensive lineman, Cam will just fall to the ground like this. I'm talking about straight up dead. If I brush up against an offensive lineman, I fall to the ground dead. Fuck out of here, man. Um, Players walking during animations. Why is that? Why is it that certain animations you got the running back and he runs into a defender and they go into this animation. Go look at the replay. You look on the field and motherfuckers are walking. The play is still going on, but motherfuckers are walking on the field. I ain't even got words for that shit, bro. I ain't got words for that shit. Sidelines, we don't need to get into that. Sidelines been dead. They always be dead. That 2K just they got them sidelines. They got it down pat. For some reason, Madden cannot get sidelines down pat. You know what I mean? All the shit that and Madden, all that. What was it called? The fucking bring the crowd to life or some shit like that. That shit don't no. That don't exist. The fucking true step. All no, that shit don't exist. Like all that shit they were saying, it was something they were talking about with man, yeah, man. And I got some shit to say about Rex too. Like I said, this is not the fucking living worlds. That's what the fuck that shit was. But no, I'm not definitely not trying to bash Rex in this shit, but definitely got some shit to say about this dude. But glitches in the game of Madden, yo, and glitches have been in the game of Madden for years, and I have no problem with glitches because glitches are in any video game. I grew up playing glitches. I used to try to make the game glitch because I thought the shit was funny, but these glitches in Madden just be so outlandish, so far out of control. The fact that you got Madden players playing FIFA on the field, kicking the ball around like that shit's not. It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got this shit on Twitter and it's got all these views and people like, oh that shit, funny. Nah, like that shit ain't. That shit ain't fucking funny. That shit is bullshit, man. Like when you really sit down and think about that shit, like who the fuck wants to see Madden players all of a sudden just start kicking the ball? Then they had another glitch where you couldn't tackle the player. That's not a glitch. That's game breaking. That's not a fucking glitch. You got motherfuckers. I remember old Madden, they got the Tiny Titan. And this is what EA thinks about you. They got the Tiny Titan on the field. Motherfucker, this tall, little mini motherfucker making tackles. Then guess what they do? They go and they make a game mode out of that shit. Tiny Titan. EA is fucking laughing at y'all motherfuckers, man. Like, and that's what they think. They think motherfucking the Madden consumers are so dumb that they're gonna go out there and they're gonna make a fucking Tiny Titan game mode. Fuck out of here, bruh. Tiny Titan. Then they got invisible players. They had invisible players on the field. That's game breaking. That's not even a real glitch. That's fucking game breaking, bro. But it's Madden with all this shit going on in Madden, and I'm not gonna talk about anything good because there's not that much good, and then plus I'm not gonna make no wish list because that shit don't fucking matter because Madden's not gonna change anyway. It's very far and few times where they've actually taken things from the sim community and put it into the game. We're like that, when you're in an auditorium and somebody's talking on stage and they're like, anybody got any questions? And they pick all the people up front. What are those people in the way back up on the third floor in the nosebleed? That's what we are. We like, hey man, what about AI logic? Hey man, what about the blocking in the game? That's who we are, man. And they might take one question, but they really don't even answer that shit, man. They be like, yeah, you, that person way in the back. Yeah, man. What about this, man? We just gonna, Madden is Madden, and Madden's gonna be Madden, and that's gonna be it. You know what I mean? They don't even really answer questions that we have. There's a glitch that I put on Twitter where my offensive linemen all knocked down the defensive linemen all at the same time in the same animation. And the only thing that was said about that from Rex was, "Oh yeah, that's when you run a heavy set versus like nickel or dime." Okay, yeah, he's like, yeah, you can't run that if or that'll happen every time. So I can't run a fucking play because of the outcome of some dumbass glitch or whatever. Are y'all gonna fix that shit? Probably fucking not, whatever. But that shit is fucking crazy as hell, man. But that's just how EA is, and man, I can't even fucking blame them. When it comes to Rex, when it comes to Clint, they are on the train with EA, and they all riding the same train. They're all in the same lane, and they all know what the fuck they are doing. You know what I'm saying? Because every year, you think that all these years, you think that these motherfuckers can't create a fucking sim football game? They got money on top of money on top of stacks with unlimited resources. You think these motherfuckers really can't make a goddamn football game? Fuck out of here, bro. They know what the fuck they're doing. They don't have to change this shit because of who the fuck is buying the game. Every year, every time there's changes to the game, it's because the competitive scene is complaining about certain things that are happening. Like, oh my, why is my wide receiver? He's wide open, but he's supposed to catch the ball if he's wide open. Oh, okay, we'll change that shit around. But when motherfuckers have legit gripes like, hey man, pursuit angles are fucked up, man. Hey man, this blocking, man, it's really fucked up. Have you taken a look at it? Hey man, these tackles, man, why everybody look like dying on the field? Next year, I guarantee you more motherfuckers are gonna look like they fucking dying. It don't fucking matter because they don't address shit like that because, hey man, the game is making money. And on top of that, the shit that Havo said on his show, that shit had me tripped out because he was like, oh, we got the sim community in our pocket pretty much, like, and it's that shit kind of pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of true. Like, because yeah we talk about Madden every single year. Regardless of what the fuck we say about the shit, the sales keep going up. And on top of that, they got the MUT sales and shit like that. So it's like, what the fuck is really happening? You know what I mean? Like, some type of change needs to happen. And that's why I do like Havo's show and shit like that, because you're putting the people out there. The people get to express themselves. They get to talk about what the fuck is going on. Um, and then on top of that shit, like they give ideas, and the people that are out there and they're making fucking, this camera is fucking up. The people out there, and they're giving ideas, and then you got the people out there that are making the rosters. And Havo say he's making a football game, and yeah, it might not be sim, but you're giving something. You got Axis football out there. It might not be nowhere near Madden, but they're doing something. You know what I mean? It's something. It is an option. You know what I'm saying? And when you got options, when you got shit going on, when you got shit that can, potentially compete with Madden, I mean, it's something. You know what I mean? You got IMV Gaming. I don't know what the fuck they gonna end up doing, but if they end up, one of these days getting enough money or showing some type of gameplay, maybe they can be fucking, competition too. But at the same time, like, something has to happen. Like, even if somebody just goes out and they make a shirt that says Save 65 on it, like, that's something. That's advertising something. But something needs to be done other than just fucking just talking about this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why, I'm completely done with buying Madden. Maybe down the line when motherfuckers is like, yeah, you getting that new Madden, 31, you know what I mean? Then maybe, and it gotta be somebody that's legit, that got credibility, and they say, yo, check out that shit. And even then, I'm gonna be like, let me borrow it from a friend. I'll pop that Madden 31 in, borrow it from a friend, and then I'll play it like that. But until then, I'm not buying that shit. You got me with the simulation mode. You got me, man. Like, straight up. You got my money, It is what it is, man. But I ain't fucking with y'all no more. I see what the fuck is going on. Even when I played, I even sat there with the long shot. You know what I mean? And long shot wasn't even a bad story, but the shit just wasn't. It wasn't what we were asking for. When people were asking for a Madden story mode, they were talking about something along the lines of like 2K My Career. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. But they gave us this, this dramatic story. The story was like fucking 3 hours long. That shit was fucking brutal. And you don't even really get to play the shit like that. Like you play a couple games and then it's a bunch of quick time events. Like I put that shit on my channel too. I actually stopped that broadcast short because that shit was boring as fuck. Um, but it just it wasn't there wasn't nothing that we were really asking for. You know what I'm saying? So long shot was weak, but you go on the Madden 18 interface and all you see is mutt shit. And even at the end of long shot, it was like go collect your mutt shit. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all about, yo. Like everything is pointing towards mutt. Like go get that mutt pack. You know what I mean? Go get this. Like it's Madden is they Madden EA, they all about this money. And that's why I can't even trip on Rex and Clint because they doing exactly what the fuck they need to do. That was a good one. That simulation mode, that arcade, and that competitive, that's a good one, goddamn it. You got my ass with that shit. But you ain't gonna get me no more. You're not gonna get me no more with that shit. And if you got me with that shit, you doing your fucking job because I've been very, very cautious when it comes to gaming, especially nowadays. I'm nothing like I was when I was a little kid. I just be buying all types of shit, man. But now, man, I do my homework. And y'all fucking got me with that shit, man. So Clinton and them are doing their fucking job. They can't say certain things. They're under certain contracts. They're working for EA. EA is a scummy ass company. You got people out here making excuses for EA. The game changers, man. Hey man, if y'all trying to get a job at EA, man, more power to you. But I don't even understand how the fuck you even go work for a company like that, man. They already look bad in so many fucking ways. Not even just with Madden, you know what I mean? Not even just with Star Wars. Like with so many fucking things, they look fucked up. So, when people say sellout, man, like sellout is really an understatement. Like for you to stop everything you doing, something that we had a powertrain moving forward, trying to make change in this game of Madden, and to help out a scummy ass company, man, like that's. And I'm trying to be professional, man, because I don't wish no evil on nobody. You know what I mean? I don't wish nobody was dead, man. You got motherfuckers out here who just like, fuck Rex, I'm gonna fucking kill this dude. And shit. Like, yo, I don't wish these dudes was fucking dead or whatever, man. They got families just like we do, man. And it's honestly it's just a fucking video game at the end of the day and shit. But I am a consumer. I do pay $60 for this shit, and I know what the fuck is going on, yo. We see this shit, but it just matters if the consumers are smart enough to actually, put two and two together. And a lot of times that they don't really do that shit. It's a different generation, the Call of Duty generation, the Madden generation, the first person shooters in the sports. The stuff that we had is kind of long gone. They try to remaster a lot of shit, but they need to remaster some fucking 2K5 or some shit or All Pro Football. Remaster that shit and put it on fucking the Xbox One or some shit. I wish they would even do the backwards compatibility, man, and just have us play them older games, yo. That shit would be cool. But it is what it is. But I do say this before I go. I do say this. If if you are a casual Madden gamer or a casual competitive gamer, if there is any time you're playing a game of Madden and you've ever stopped and you went to your replay and you was like, you know what, man, something wasn't right. You know what I mean? Something didn't seem right about that play. If you've ever stopped to question what the fuck is going on in the game of Madden, if you ever looked in your replay and you were just like, yo, like, damn, that shit's not supposed to be like that. Why the fuck is that play doing this shit? Really sit down. I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money. I'm not trying to tell you how to do anything. But I want you as a consumer, you pay $60, $50, whatever the fuck you pay for this game. Really sit down and look at the product that you're buying. If you are fucking questioning the game of Madden, I just want you to take 2 seconds, man. When you playing your game of Madden online, go back and look at the highlights. Go back and look at the main parts of the game and see why you broke that 80-yard touchdown, why that certain pass was picked off, why was that receiver wide open. Try to understand what the fuck is going on and stop trying to run like these little cheese and then money and scam plays and trying to exploit the game, because the game of football is supposed to be a chess match, if you didn't know. It's supposed to be a chess match, and it's supposed to be who got the better team, who has the better players, and who can run, the right plays at the right time. The right schemes, everything, all that shit comes into play. Not, who can run the best money play and who can run the best fucking run stopping defense and shit. It's not about that shit. And funny story, whenever I play some of the YouTubers online, they don't actually know how to play against me because they've played against so many cheesers that when I'm running normal plays and running normal schemes, they're just like, damn, I wasn't expecting you to doing that. Before I even started playing, I done hot routed fucking like 8 of my defenders into all types of fucking zones and shit because I'm thinking that you won't run this shit when you just running a normal ass fucking stretch play. You just running a normal ass flood scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. I say this to the consumers. I'm saying don't buy the game because that's what the money is where it really fucking counts. But the guys who are competitive, please, man, if you ever question in this game, if you ever think something is wrong, if you're ever looking at the IGN ratings and like, damn, the game been out for like 2 days. How the fuck they got a fucking 10 out of 10 and shit? You ever wondering what the fuck is going on with EA? Really sit down and see what the fuck is going on. Don't just fucking take Madden for what it is, because some of the glitches that are in this game and the game breaking bugs that are in this game, it shit's not even acceptable for a casual gamer. It shouldn't be acceptable for a casual gamer. Anytime you see fucking Madden players kicking a football on the field, motherfucker, I don't care if you casual, competitive, you fucking play the game once a year. I don't give a fuck. If you see that, you should be like, that's some fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit right there. Ain't nobody fucking kicking balls on the fucking field in fucking football. No, that came out wrong. Ain't nobody kicking balls like FIFA in the game of fucking football. Not in the NFL, man. You take that shit over to FIFA. We ain't doing that shit over here. So that's my time. This shit ran long, but I don't really give a damn, man. I just had to fucking let that shit out on the game of Madden because this is gonna be my very last fucking video on this shit. As we speak, I'm about to go and I'm about to delete the game. I was supposed to run through another season, a second season with sliders, but nah, that shit was. I played one game and that shit was still bullshit. And I was like, nope, I'm not putting myself in this shit. We got Tampa Bay. These motherfuckers got Drew Brees and goddamn Jameis Winston on the same team. Nah, I'm good, bro. I ain't playing this shit, bro. So appreciate y'all time, man. I'm about to fucking take my fucking channel in a fucking different direction and shit, man. Um, Havo, getting keep doing what you're doing with the fucking podcast, man. That shit is a great thing, putting guys out there in the community, man, letting them talk, letting them express themselves. That shit is a great thing. Moody, do your thing with the fucking breakdowns and shit, man. Motherfuckers is out there like in the comment section, like, hell yeah, I just had that shit happen to me next week, man. Tell them motherfuckers stop buying that goddamn game, man. Stop buying that motherfucking shit, man. Um, anybody out there, man, there's even guys who break that shit down doing schemes and shit, man, of Madden or whatever, yo. Shots out to you too, yo. But I'm done. That is my last rant of Madden until Madden fucking 29 come out or some shit, maybe. Oh, I'm still gonna do football gaming once I get my El Gato. Still gonna do like run some probably some backbreaker, probably some fucking APF, some NFL 2K5 or whatever. I have some new updated rosters for 2K5, and they're on my computer now. But I'm trying to. I gotta find a little piece online how to transfer it from the PC to the PS2. And once I do that shit, once I get this NFL 2K5 roster, if you have a PS2, I'm going to either do some shit where you can send your PS2 card here and fucking I could just copy that shit and then send it your way. I went to it's called like NFL 2Krosters.com or some shit, whatever, but they have different rosters on there. And I think their latest one that they had on there was like 2015 or 2014 or something like that. So I went on there and you can make your own tweaks. You got to download a certain program. I forgot what the fuck that shit is called, but it's a certain yeah, man. They you remember the 2K5 rosters were actually doing that shit for a long time, but they stopped like in 2014 or 15 or some shit like that, whatever. So I had to do my own little tweaking to the rosters or whatever, but like I said, once that shit is done and complete, I'm definitely gonna try to find a way to fucking transfer that shit from the PS2 or the PC to, yes, that's what it is, Flying Fins editor. I had to download that shit to my laptop or whatever, and you can sit there and you can get all that shit. You can edit all that shit. So, but there's not like a 2017, 2018 roster. Yeah, I have to make my own. I had to finish making my own tweaks to the 2014 roster or whatever. And then I'm gonna try to get that shit out to anybody that wants it. I don't even care if it's like 3 people that want that shit. It's nice to have updated rosters on old games. But yeah, once I get my Elgato, I'm gonna be streaming some of these older football games and jumping into retro football games because my fucking channel is called Retro Resolve, and I'm not fucking playing retro games. I need to be playing fucking retro games. Um, but hell yeah, if you got a roster for 2017, shit, let me get that motherfucker. Oh, on Tecmo. Oh, on Tecmo. What at 2K5? Let me get that motherfucker. But yeah, y'all be easy, man. It's a long ass video, but hey, do your thing. Appreciate it, Sean Quo.